Hey-ho, neighborinos. It's that time once again for your cybersecurity pal to scoop up some goodness for you. Today we're going to talk about travel from a security perspective, of course. Now, the problem I have is that I want to make these videos as timeless and as timely as I can. I want you to be able to watch them 5 years from now and find them as relevant then as they are now as much as possible. So as I'm recording this, we're going through a worldwide pandemic, and travel numbers are way down from a year ago for obvious reasons. People are scared of catching COVID. People are being discouraged from traveling by governments and health agencies, and in some cases, international travel is discouraged or even banned because of all this. Having said that, even now, some people are traveling, despite the risks and restrictions. And someday soon, God willing, we'll see a downtick in cases and deaths and a corresponding uptick in people traveling, not just within our borders, but internationally as well. So with that in mind, I'm going to go through some cybersecurity travel tips. I'll list them in the notes below, but I'll also be commenting on them here. Some of these are more applicable to domestic travel, but some of them apply more to international travel, which I'm handing out, assuming that people will be doing so more in the future. I do need to give credit. Some of this goodness comes from blog postings from McAfee.com and Forbes.com. As always, links in the notes below. Tip number 1. If you're going to be taking your laptop, I'm going to point you to my earlier video on drive encryption. The upshot there was that if anyone has physical access to your laptop, either confiscated by authorities at an airport or stolen, all they need to do is take a screwdriver, unscrew the screws on the bottom of your laptop, take the hard drive out, and plug it into their own device, and voila, they now have access to all the files on your laptop, unless you've encrypted your drive ahead of time. Second, before you go, make sure your phone and your laptop are up to date with all the latest security patches. They're going to be exposed to who knows what on different networks which are monitored by God only knows who. Third, if you're thinking about using one of those public USB charging stations for your phone at an airport, sit down until the feeling goes away. Those charging stations are too easy for bad guys to compromise, and if you plug your phone into one that is compromised, they can own your phone and everything on it. Think about what's on your phone for a moment, and it should be an easy choice for you. Bring one of those huge external batteries for your phone, or just use your own phone cord to plug into a wall if the airport has them. Fourth, while you're on your trip, do not, under any circumstances, use any public Wi-Fi or hotel/motel Wi-Fi without using a VPN service while you're doing so. Link to my video below if you're not familiar with that. Fifth, even if you're on a network which seems to be trustworthy, keep in mind that in whatever country you're in, your web traffic is going through servers in that country. Be aware that the servers in whatever your country you're in are subject to the laws of that country. If that country's government might be forcing the owners of those servers to allow access to that government, well, then that's why we have VPNs. If that country is blocking or banning VPN service within its borders, there's probably a good reason why. Sixth, once you get back home, delete any travel apps on your phone which you installed previously and which you don't need anymore. Remember, each and every app on your phone adds to the attack surface on your phone and might be storing personal data on you. If you don't need it, delete it. And seventh, for any sites that you happen to visit without using a VPN, make sure to change the passwords to those sites once you get back home. Anyway, that's it for this week. I just want to reiterate that hopefully this video will become more applicable as we start to get a handle on COVID and as people feel safe about and are allowed to getting out to see this beautiful world we have out there. If you want to be notified when I post a new video, then just click the subscribe and bell buttons below. As always, thanks so much for watching, and God bless.